In the vast expanse of Siberia, a young Grigory Rasputin began his extraordinary journey, setting the stage for one of history's most intriguing figures. Born in 1869, Rasputin discovered his mystical talents at a tender age. The news of his miraculous healing abilities quickly spread throughout the region, attracting the attention of those seeking solace and hope in the face of illness and suffering. As whispers of Rasputin's remarkable powers reached the royal palace in St. Petersburg, Tsar Nicholas II and Tsarina Alexandra, desperate to find a cure for their hemophiliac son, Alexei, extended an invitation to the enigmatic holy man. Little did they know that this encounter would mark the beginning of a tumultuous and controversial chapter in Russian history. Rasputin's arrival in the Grand Royal Palace was met with fascination and curiosity. His magnetic presence and captivating aura immediately drew the attention of the Tsar and Tsarina, who saw in him the potential to alleviate their beloved son's ailment. Entranced by his charismatic personality and seemingly divine gifts, they welcomed him into their inner circle as a trusted confidant and spiritual advisor. Behind the opulent facade of the palace chambers, Rasputin wielded a profound influence over the ruling family. His counsel was sought on matters of state, and his word held immense weight. Despite his scandalous reputation and unconventional behavior, the Tsar and Tsarina remained steadfast in their belief that Rasputin possessed an otherworldly connection that could heal their son and guide their reign. But Rasputin's circle of power extended far beyond the palace walls. His presence and reputation attracted a diverse group of individuals who sought his favor. Politicians, nobles, and influential figures from all walks of life gravitated toward him, hoping to bask in his aura and gain access to the inner sanctum of power. Within his inner circle, Rasputin maneuvered through a web of ambition, alliances, and secrets. He skillfully exploited his relationships, using his charm and persuasive abilities to manipulate the political landscape and secure his position of influence. The lavish balls and extravagant parties that became synonymous with his presence served as stages for his mastery of social dynamics, where he effortlessly intertwined personal connections with political maneuvering. However, not everyone was enthralled by Rasputin's rise to prominence. As whispers of his unorthodox lifestyle and alleged misconduct circulated, dissent and unease began to take hold within certain segments of society. Concerns over his undue influence over the Tsar and Tsarina, coupled with rumors of scandalous behavior, fueled resentment and fear among those who saw him as a threat to the stability of the empire. Within these dissenting circles, a plot to assassinate Rasputin took shape. Led by Felix Yusupov, a member of the Russian nobility, this clandestine group aimed to rid themselves of Rasputin's influence once and for all. Yusupov, driven by a mix of fear and ambition, agreed to carry out the assassination, using his connections and resources to orchestrate the meticulously planned scheme. On a fateful night in 1916, Rasputin was lured to the basement of the palace under the guise of a private gathering. Unbeknownst to him, his supposed allies had turned against him, betraying his trust in the pursuit of their own agendas. It was in this dimly lit chamber that the fate of Rasputin would be sealed. As Yusupov approached Rasputin with a poisoned drink, concealing the deadly cyanide within its contents, the tension in the room was palpable. Rasputin, seemingly unaffected by the poison, drank it without hesitation, displaying a resilience that defied explanation. To Yusupov's astonishment, the poison seemed to have little effect on Rasputin's seemingly invincible constitution. Undeterred, Yusupov resorted to desperate measures, pulling out a revolver and firing at Rasputin at close range. Yet, even a gunshot wound failed to bring down the enigmatic figure. Rasputin, wounded but unbowed, fought back against his assailants with a tenacity fueled by an indomitable will to survive. Blow after blow was exchanged, the struggle intensifying in the dimly lit basement. Finally breaking free from his attackers, Rasputin staggered towards the exit, bloodied and battered. In a desperate bid to end his life, Yusupov and his accomplices gave chase into the unforgiving embrace of the snowy night. Each strike they delivered upon him was intended to be fatal, their fear and determination driving them forward. As the freezing Russian winter closed in around them, Rasputin's strength waned. The relentless pursuit, combined with the harsh elements, took its toll. He succumbed to the combined force of his wounds and the icy waters of the Neva River, his life extinguished but his legacy forever etched into the annals of history. The death of Rasputin, surrounded by controversy and shrouded in mystery, left a void in the Russian Empire. The charismatic holy man, once considered a guiding force by the ruling family, became a martyr in the eyes of some and a symbol of corruption and decadence in the eyes of others. The enduring legend of Rasputin emerged from the depths of his enigmatic life and death, captivating the world with its unanswered questions and lingering intrigue. To this day, debates rage on about the true nature of Rasputin's powers, the extent of his influence, and the circumstances surrounding his assassination. Was he a genuine spiritual healer, blessed with supernatural abilities? Or was he merely a skilled manipulator, exploiting the vulnerabilities of those who placed their faith in him? The life and death of Rasputin serve as a reminder of the complexities and contradictions inherent in human nature. He was simultaneously revered and reviled, his impact on history undeniable. The enigma of Rasputin endures, beckoning us to delve deeper into the realms of faith, power, and the fragile threads that bind them together.